Welcome back, everyone. Today, Alex and I are diving into what many call the greatest American car ever built, the legendary Duesenberg Model J.
That's right, Finn. When E.L. Cord revived Duesenberg in 1926, his goal was audacious: to challenge Rolls-Royce, Hispano-Suiza, and the best of Europe. And by 1928, the Model J roared onto the scene.
And what a roar it was! Under that long hood sat a 420 cubic inch straight 8, dual overhead camshafts, and 4 valves per cylinder. Standard output, 265 horsepower. And with a supercharger, the SJ and SSJ versions pushed it to 320, even 400 horsepower. That's staggering for the 1930s.
Absolutely. To put that into context, Automobile Quarterly once wrote that no other American production car could touch it on performance. The top speed was around 116 miles per hour, when most family cars struggled to break 60.
And the design philosophy was just as important as the engineering. Duesenberg sold only the chassis and engine. The bodies were custom built by coach builders like Murphy, Rolston, and Durham. That's why no two Model Js look quite the same.
Which made them perfect symbols of wealth and individuality. Think about the owners: Howard Hughes, Greta Garbo, Al Capone, Gary Cooper, even European royalty. Automotive historian Joseph Freeman once noted that owning a Duesenberg wasn't just about transportation, it was about status on a global stage.
Exactly. And yet, timing was cruel. The Model J debuted in 1928, just before the Great Depression. Duesenberg hoped to sell 500 a year, but only about 481 were built between 1928 and 1937.
Still, their impact is undeniable. The slogan said it all. The only car that can pass a Duesenberg is another Duesenberg, and that's with the owner's consent. Even Road and Track later credited the Model J with setting a benchmark for American luxury that hasn't been equaled.
And let's not forget the Mormon Meteor, a specially tuned Duesenberg that shattered endurance records on the Bonneville Salt Flats in 1935. It proved that the Model J wasn't just luxury. It was speed, endurance, and engineering genius rolled into one.
Sadly, Fred Duesenberg's death in 1932 and Cord's financial collapse in 1937 ended production. But the legend only grew. In 2018, Gary Cooper's SSJ sold at auction for $22 million, setting a record for an American car.
So, when we talk about icons, the Duesenberg Model J isn't just a classic car. It's a cultural artifact. Proof that American engineering could stand toe-to-toe with the world's best.
And nearly a century later, it's still the yardstick for luxury and performance. If you're ever lucky enough to see one in person, you'll understand why.
That's all for today's ride into history. Thanks for joining us on this journey with the mighty Duesenberg Model J.